Subsoil.
Subsoil.
He enlisted the entire ensemble in an all-out effort to sift through the subsoil in search of others.
Of course, the subsoil is the thing to work on.
Ramatelli to subsoil red 1. Do you read?
They own the subsoil rights, not me.
This is subsoil.
下层土，崛起的底土。
Substance.
Substance.
Foreign substance is introduced into our precious bodily fluids.
Black money is genuine money that has been coated with a special black substance.
He says the public wants more substance, so.
Probably just a fad.
So my sister gets all pissed off because her husband, their father, teaches at the school, except for he's on medical leave for substance abuse treatment.
Some people might say that modern dance has no place here, that it's a second-tier form of dance, that it lacks substance, that it lacks rules.
物质
Substantial.
Substantial.
I'm also showing that you netted a substantial payout with the refi.
It is a real and substantial manifestation of a person who is no longer living.
It is likely that many thousands of families in Britain would be unable to meet the cost of even one substantial shelter.
We still need something more substantial.
All the boat leaves in 30, and there's champagne and canapes to Ellis Island, and then after that, there'll be something more substantial after the ceremony.
重要材料，实质上的。
Substantially.
Substantially.
But I just gave you information that is substantially more important.
His lungs have cleared up substantially.
Which is not substantially altered at all.
Substantially larger.
We've increased our position substantially.
实质上
Substitute.
Substitute.
Substitute is a teacher?
But until he does, I'm your substitute teacher.
In the future, in place of search and destroy, substitute the phrase sweep and clear.
Oh, and be nice to the substitute teacher tomorrow, okay, please?
Well, Benji, Jay the substitute teacher is a horror show.
代理、代替、替代
Substitution.
Substitution.
And there was a substitution from the Sacred Heart Orphanage.
In this book, the author presents a very simple substitution code in the preface.
No numbers or clues to substitution keys.
Now, whatever you've got that you think we need, specific plays, zoning, substitution strategies, and just let it rip, okay?
We believe there's been a substitution, Doctor.
代替
Subtle.
Subtle.
And then the not-so-subtle sit-on-the-bed maneuver.
Let's probe, but keep it subtle so she doesn't notice.
The subtle whoring that costs too much to be free.
This ain't subtle shit, white bread!
Well, I mean, they weren't exactly subtle.
敏锐的
Subtract.
Subtract.
Add one recession, subtract 2 jobs.
Add or subtract the slightest change, even if it's something as small as the placing of a hot dog stand.
Anyone who can add, subtract, multiply, and divide can divine its truths.
Just subtract, okay?
Same way I can read, I can write, I can add, subtract, I can make coffee, I can shuffle cards, I can set up a chessboard.
减去做减法
Subtropical.
Subtropical.
I need you to pull everything we have on subtropical hemorrhagic viruses.
I once won a subtropical moon in the Ocean Belt.
Thought a country boy knows subtropical varietals.
Sector 3, subtropical vegetation.
Subtropical hemorrhagic viruses do not suddenly appear in 3 places across the country.
亚热带的
Suburb.
Suburb.
Anyway, we must now drive these cars into the suburb of Rome with the old stuff in it.
Apparently, he's been missing for 6 months in some affluent suburb.
I traced it to the home of a Russian general, one Kemedov, in an Istanbul suburb.
Paris is practically a suburb of Berlin.
Sometimes it feels like Peshawar is a suburb of Kabul.
市郊住宅区
Suburban.
Suburban.
Can you tell me who was driving the black Suburban?
Government officials are reporting the closing of Mondale Elementary School in suburban Minneapolis.
Suburban way. And indeed, there was no reason why we shouldn't continue to meet on friendly terms.
These are 3 wealthy white people shot and killed in their mansion, including a suburban housewife shotgunned in her bed.
You just don't know because you're this pampered little suburban chick.
郊外的郊区居民
Subway.
Subway.
Or 30 on the subway.
Start on that mid-shot of Lori coming out of the subway.
Started playing in the subway.
We got the subway guys to shut down the third rail.
You find a child on the subway and you think you can just...
地铁，乘地铁。
Succeed.
Succeed.
Because you don't want me to succeed with those people because you don't want to wake up one day and just find out you're a loser.
But during the succeeding centuries, the boiling sulfur increased in its intensity until now, I believe, it is over 800 degrees Fahrenheit.
But if I succeed, Maya, if I succeed...
I mean, if we don't try, we don't succeed.
So I think the time has come to discuss who will succeed.
成功，继承。
Success.
Success.
Her social life is a huge success.
It's a success story with a bang finish.
My success would allow me to afford to become a hairless lie.
Success is thrilling, isn't it, kid?
That's the way we spell success!
成功。
Successful.
Successful.
But the first one has to be successful, okay?
Isn't that the key to a successful marriage?
That successful businessman in Washington shit's not working too well for us right now.
To run cross country and be successful, you need two things: endurance and strength.
You're never going to be successful if you only write one book a decade.
成功的。
Successfully.
Successfully.
On behalf of the Emperor, we are pleased to have successfully concluded this
1,500 have successfully bought couture to party and still not invited to. Getting in touch with inner child.
Successfully being combined with alien genetics and remained alive.
Watson successfully taught the child to fear rats.
Which leads me to the conclusion that they've either made good their escape or someone is very successfully hiding them.
成功。
Succession.
Succession.
Anti-Jewish decrees followed in quick succession.
Commodus expects that my father will announce his succession within days.
It's about a girl who loses several members of her family in quick succession. So,
to the matter of succession.
The voice is a monotonous succession of scratchy, complaining tones.
连续。
Successive.
Successive.
I fear I'd never make a success of Buck at Newport.
Not only a trial, but a retrial for sentencing, as well as numerous appeals to state and federal courts, and successive petitions filed by Mr. Barber.
Richer than that which 4 successive kings in Denmark's crown have worn.
Successive days alive.
The rules allowed you to hide your identity from the public and take the successive actions that led to 2 national banks becoming insolvent.
继承的。
Successor.
Successor.
at such time, your successor will be named.
He failed to pass it along to a successor before he died.
I think you're getting to that age where you have to start thinking about a successor.
She's naming her successor.
Your successor has yet to be appointed, so we'll be asking you...
You're not an idiot, Mallory.
继承者
Succumb.
Succumb.
I say this not out of concern for our king's well-being, but more for fear of the drunken soak to which you'll be likely to succumb should you fail to heed his call and he were to die.
I urge you to go home and look in the mirror and pray that your son doesn't succumb to the path of fear.
Just because we're on a one-way street hurtling towards death doesn't mean that we have to succumb to mediocrity.
She watched her mother succumb to grief. What's the point of all your valiant attempts at rehabilitation if when I finally succumb, when at long last I pledge myself to righteous conduct?
屈从
Such.
Such.
I need to go humble myself before that slut Frelania and see how she managed such a miracle.
I would come by the laundry, but my dad's such a hard-on at work.
We're in Malibu part of the year, but the guys there are such idiots.
Who asked a woman to move in with him after knowing her for such a short time? You are such an ass!
如此的
Suck.
Suck.
Well, you sure suck at whiskey now, don't you?
Hey, Weeks! You suck!
Okay, somebody explain the whole he will suck the world into hell thing, because that's the part I'm not loving. Teach lawyers to apologize, because you suck at it.
You know, I remember when the layoffs were a proud warrior race, not sneaking around hospitals looking for weak, sickly types to suck the bone marrow from.
吸
Sucker.
Sucker.
He got sucker punched by
Charles.
I'm a sucker for these Buick.
I'm gonna hit you in the car, sucker, right?
I'm such a sucker for the classic American novel.
Sorry, sucker.
乳儿
Sudden.
Sudden.
I know, but lots of good things are sudden. Like sun showers, orgasm.
That all of a sudden everything's gonna be different?
Whatever the reason for Aaron's sudden energy and inspiration,
it appears there's a bit of blood on his wristband from his nose.
When all of a sudden, sweet and low, I realized.
You see, minutes earlier, Marshall had been in the middle of the worst fight of his marriage, when all of a sudden, Lily stormed out.
突然的
Suddenly.
Suddenly.
And then suddenly everything goes black and, oops, out he comes dressed as Dr. Livingston.
It's lunchtime, and I am suddenly hungry.
Oh, and suddenly age matters?
Suddenly, there's this person in there.
With Rodell having slipped into a coma after the fight, and Garson uncovering my mom's affair with him, suddenly that gas gauge theory went from circumstantial to airtight.
突然
Sue.
Sue.
He told me what happened to Sue.
I've been having leftovers at the restaurant for like 4 days, and I wanted something different, so sue me.
My inside sources are telling me that the unlucky bride-to-be, Sue Storm, turned invisible.
Oh, cute Sue.
She could sue for promissory estoppel.
控告提出诉讼
Suffer.
Suffer.
he would suffer brain death long before we could repair it.
I have no doubt that he will suffer a great deal for a time.
Those things suffer from smallpox.
God, I suffer from that white woman's disease.
遭受痛苦
Suffering.
Suffering.
And that she did not want to contribute to the toll of human misery and suffering in the world.
Before you, we used to cause each other so much pain, so much suffering.
Suffering becomes all mankind.
Suffering. But I haven't been on a date yet, per se. But I have been talking to somebody new.
You don't realize what my past has been in suffering and in shame.
苦难
Suffice.
Suffice.
Simple thank you will suffice.
Might suffice to discourage him.
Suffice to say, I'm no longer your English teacher.
Would the life of Bill Reynolds suffice?
足够满足
Sufficient.
Sufficient.
To avoid repeating last night's debacle, I was obliged to collect more sufficient data, hence my tardiness.
He's very
Self-sufficient.
Police say they have sufficient forensic and surveillance evidence to identify the 4 killers.
She's entirely self-sufficient. This should be sufficient.
充分的
Sufficiently.
Sufficiently.
Sufficiently anxious to make their conclusions known, to permit experts who have been working on it to talk about it in general terms.
J. Robert Oppenheimer was a sufficiently hardened communist that he volunteered information to the Soviets.
The background must be sufficiently large for the star to measure 8 centimeters from point to point.
Well, this has been sufficiently awkward.
足够
Suffix.
Suffix.
But isn't the rule that only words that end in a letter T get a suffix that...
No.
Dot onion is a high-level artificial domain suffix designed to hide services used for the darknet.
Shopkeeper, whatever fucking noun suffix you want.
Suffix that would trip up most people.
We're going to begin with a little game which will demonstrate a theory of mine known as the power of the suffix.
后缀偏后缀
Sugar.
Sugar.
As before, wife is back with sugar grampy.
I was on my way to the store and I thought, Nick, you'd have sugar.
My blood sugar's real low. Sugar and spice and all things.
Oh, thanks a bunch, sugar.
糖加糖鱼制成糖
Suggest.
Suggest.
I suggest an unflattering style in a hideous color.
I suggest you stay out late.
I'd suggest a box of Oreos dunked in apple juice, but maybe she's over that phase.
Well, you're going to see Holly. I suggest you reevaluate the way you look.
They suggest a corporate hierarchy that is counterproductive to my team building program.
提议
Suggestion.
Suggestion.
Deadline doesn't explain why. When I calmly suggested that you should return to bed, you said with the most disgusting leer that it was an immoral suggestion.
Actually, I was thinking I might throw in nachos, but hey, I'm okay with your suggestion.
It's not a suggestion.
Perhaps I can make a suggestion.
That was a very good suggestion.
All right.
提议
Suicidal.
Suicidal.
I'm suicidal.
I'm a suicidal head case.
So he's not fucking suicidal, is he?
Tom, go for it and you can do it. That's not inspirational, that's suicidal.
You suicidal?
自杀的
Suicide.
Suicide.
Quick, Suicide Squad!
Dr. Stone, I read somewhere that doctors have the highest suicide rate in any profession except for dentistry. I think suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Quick, tell me about your father's suicide.
自杀自杀的
Suit.
Suit.
Every time I turn on the telly, she's there in a pink rubber cat suit.
I didn't bring a suit.
It was a one-piece bathing suit made of white something.
I jumped off this pier and my suit came off.
You act like I'm uptight, and then I follow suit.
套装适合合适
Suitable.
Suitable.
And a good number of them aren't even suitable to air on television.
I don't think that Thomas Wayne would have viewed heavy arms manufacture as a suitable cornerstone for our business.
It's time to focus on finding a more suitable man.
They didn't get the diet suitable to their biological needs. Yes, I think it will be quite suitable.
适当的
Suitably.
Suitably.
And this handsome bronze medal, suitably engraved, to this radiant, this terrific, this...
Anyway, I changed and appeared suitably attired in my Fred Perry outfit on the tennis court at precisely 12:30.
Suitably biblical ending to the place, don't you think?
There should be no difficulty in arranging for them to be suitably entertained along the road.
She plunged repeatedly and without motive into the body of his suitably astonished victim.
合适的
Suitcase.
Suitcase.
I just finished packing your suitcase, doing your laundry, and balancing your checkbook.
It looks like a suitcase to me.
Scamper up to my room, boil some water, get the chicken claw out of my suitcase, do some light stretching, and I will be up in 5.
Wait a minute, is that why you got out the suitcase?
We have to return the suitcase, Neil!
Yes!
手提箱
Sweet.
Sweet.
I got you on a suite on the 3rd floor.
Napoleon suite, yeah.
Now, if you need, at any stage, a bigger bed, I have a lovely room, the honeymoon suite, usually we call it, up the back of the hotel.
We're having champagne and ice cream in our suite after the rehearsal dinner.
随缘
Sulfur.
Sulfur.
Formula for a new kind of gas, mustard gas, hydrogen-based instead of sulfur.
Phosphorus, oxygen, sulfur, and other elements.
These I gave up to avoid working in the sulfur mine.
When Larry's around, I smell burning sulfur.
Yeah, I thought I could smell sulfur.
硫用硫磺处理
Sulfur.
Sulfur.
I scarce found to distaste, but with a little, act upon the blood, burn like the mines of sulfur.
Hey, I smell sulfur.
How far is it down through this timber here to the Sulphur River?
Unable to attend Larrabee Sulphur board meeting.
硫
Sulfuric.
Sulfuric.
硫的
Some.
Some.
All you are is a sum of your choices.
b d squared times the sum of pi cubed divided by d minus 2.
Confess and love have been the very sum of my confession.
Offered us a large sum to deliver you and your pals over to her because she wants to kill y'all.
1, 2, 3, sum. Let's go. Where's that?
总数总计合计
Summarize.
Summarize.
Let me try and summarize this.
So, let's summarise. But with all due respect, and I appreciate you being a lady, does that just about summarise every fucking thing that happened?
To summarize, women and guns.
概括
Summarize.
Summarize.
I have to summarize the different sections.
It's impossible for me to summarize the case for the defense since the court never allowed me a reasonable opportunity to present my case.
Just briefly summarize.
Summarize what you know and fax it over to me.
Well, it's difficult to summarize.
概述
Summary.
Summary.
Access to Project Genesis summary.
I am going to rule against summary dismissal.
Summary: ears ringing, jaw fractured, 3 ribs cracked, 4 broken, diaphragm hemorrhaging. Physical recovery 6 weeks.
Summary, please.
Unidentified individuals are subject to summary destruction.
摘要的
Summer.
Summer.
Even just riding around on the bus all summer, it was like a human tapestry.
I just want to say that I did not realize what was going on this past summer between...
In the summer.
Look, Mom, this whole thing about working between now and start of class is all about you being pissed because I'm an intern at the Paper Mill Playhouse this summer.
Actually, no, I've kind of unplugged this summer.
夏季避暑